Hey guys, so I thought today I should talk about money and titles. When I was working on my good job making good money, the reason why, one of the reasons, I noticed over there everybody likes to play keeping up with the Joneses. They get expensive ass cars, clothing, material, and they try to one up each other. And I remember there was a really cool teacher. He was the only one who didn't like doing all that. He would always put his money towards investments, saving it. He even showed me his investment profile. Really cool guy. I learned a lot from him. He was like one of the only ones who never really discriminated against me. He was really cool, really great guy. That being said, I noticed where I'm working at, it's 30 minutes away. It's a very rich area, and I'm starting to notice it's the same shit there. So for me, I'm from a city that has a really bad reputation for gang violence. There was a point we were having 28 homicides a year. Like it's really bad here, bro. And I know we have a bad rep. The part that sucks, I'll start talking with people and they're really cool. We hit it off. But then it's like always, oh, so where are you from? And I tell them I'm from here. And as soon as I said that, it's weird. I'm used to getting discriminated for being, my race, but just for where I fucking live at, it's pretty jacked up. Like, no joke. When I was 21, I used to go over there all the time. I really liked it. The people seemed cool. I'd be talking to girls, and then I remember they would always ask, oh, so where are you from? And I tell them where I'm from. And the conversation would be like, oh, I'm from so-and-so. And they would always go, oh, and literally just stop talking to me. And I'm just like, all right. And I feel like it's the same thing all over again. I'm talking to people again, and it's like they seem cool and everything. I was like, hey, because there's a brewery over here that's really good, and I was like, hey, we should go hit up that brewery. But I can tell they don't even want to come into the city, and I could tell that they care a lot about other people's opinions. People who care about money and titles care about what other people think. Me personally, bro, I could give a rat's ass. But those type of people are the ones who kind of want a trophy spouse. They want their spouse to make a lot of income so they can tell their friends what they do. The first people who want to show off are the ones who usually ask, so what do you do for a living? And then, they wait for you to ask them that question. One thing I can say honestly, I'm still chasing the money. I realized this. I had lunch with a friend yesterday. We were talking, and I'm still doing what I did last year. It's just the financial stress does get to me, and I am chasing the money, but I'm going to stop. At this point, I care more about my mental health. I'm willing to take a huge pay cut if I go to find a job where I just don't stress. What I want to tell you guys, don't fall under that category where it's about titles and trophies and materialistic things. Life is more about that, man. Like, you need to figure out, why do you care about these people's opinions? They shouldn't matter. The only opinion you should care about is your own, what you want to do in life, what you want to do that's going to make you happy. For me, that's all I've been dealing with the last year, just trying to figure out what I want and what I want to do that's going to make me happy. Just be careful. Don't fall for that. When you start kicking it with certain people, they start to compete with one another to see who has the most expensive brand of clothes, what cars they're driving, what do they do for a living, what's their income. Don't get caught up in that. I see that a lot right now, especially where I'm working at. I see what they do with their lives. More important, what action they take. For me, you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, it's what you end up doing that speaks most. So my advice, don't get caught up on stupid fucking titles. Do what makes you happy. You can work a shitty job, but that doesn't make you who you are. It's what you do at the end of the job, or what you decide. What defines you is what you decide what you want to do. You might be able to feed your passion with a shitty job. So never give up. Don't be afraid, dude. Like, who cares what other people think? Find somebody who likes you for who you are, but never be upfront about it. Don't be fake. Just always be who you are. If people don't like you, who cares, dude? Like, I'm telling you, man. I'm always constantly getting judged on just where I live at. But at the end of the day, I don't even care. Even when I was making good money, I would still lie to people and tell them this is what I make, and it was less when I was making, because it's crazy how people judge you. That's what I'm starting to learn, especially at my age right now, because a lot of people do have their shit together. Unfortunately, life happens, and it happened to me. Work a shitty job if it feeds your passion. Don't be afraid to do that. Don't ever judge anybody because, do you want them to do it to yourself? Find always what will make you happy. If you hate your job, keep looking. That's what I'm doing. Appreciate you guys watching, man. See you guys later.